Yeah, this video is about an example in my mind that I can use about horsemanship or horseback riding to explain a very important idea in my opinion. If you have a basketball or a tennis ball and the ball is surrounded by a lot of walls, four walls, five places and so on, ceiling, four walls and so on, and you hit the ball in a very strong way towards the wall. It's a basketball, a tennis ball, a light ball. It will hit one of the sides and move fast to the other side, then up, then down, and so on, until it slows down by itself. If that same exact ball is in the same exact position or place, but the walls move towards the ball until there is no space, upwards, downwards, left, right, forward, backwards, the walls are, let's say, crushing the ball or touching the ball. For example, if you put the ball in a very small, tight box that is a little bit bigger than the ball, that's all. Like the difference between the ball and the box is very small. In that case, the ball cannot move as much as it did when the walls were very far from each other. If the ball is not moving, or you're not hitting the ball in a very strong way towards the walls or one of the walls, it's not that dangerous. But if you hit the ball as strong as possible towards one of the walls and you are between the walls, the ball, especially if it's a big ball, basketball, can actually hit your face or body or back or someone with you and so on. Right? Imagine that the ball is the horse and you give the horse orders, direction orders or speed orders. Move him, stop him, halting, moving forward, moving fast, galloping and so on, and directions, changing the direction of the horse, especially the fast direction, changing the direction in a fast way with the spurs and so on. The ways of riding, the correct ways of riding, other than this style of riding or way of riding, are closer to the first example, which is the walls. You close a wall and open another wall. So the horse is running away from the spurs in the right side, from your leg, towards the left side. And he's giving you what you want. Side walking, fast turn, circle, inside neck, inside shoulder, outside shoulder, moving forward, galloping, or halting. So you close one door and open another, or you close two doors from the right side and the left side with the spurs or even with the whip, then open the front door, which is the rein or the bridle, or the opposite. You close the front wall or door, whatever you want to call it, which is the bridle or the rein, and you open the back door, which is the spurs and so on. So the horse is like a ball, moving from one wall to another. When there is no disagreement between you and the horse, he doesn't want to fight other stallions or go to mares and move close to them, or he's not spooked from something or afraid of something, that is not going to be dangerous. It's going to be almost perfect. The movement you're going to achieve is going to look beautiful, going to be a real proof that your way of riding is correct. The horse is going to give you what you want. As soon as the horse disagrees with you, the same exact horse you are halting by closing the front door or wall and opening the back one, or the same horse who gives you the direction or the tight directions or the fast directions you want, or fast turns you want, by closing one door, which is the spurs, and opening another, which is the other spurs or the whip. The same exact horse who gives you all these moves in a very perfect way or result. When there is a disagreement, he wants to bolt for a reason or another, he wants to halt. He wants to halt for a reason or another, he wants to bolt or gallop. He wants to go to the stallions and the mares and you want to move him away from them. He's afraid of something, he's spooked of something and so on. That bull, which is the horse, is not going to accept the movement you want from one wall to another, from one spurs to another, from the back wall, which is the spurs, to the front wall, which is the bridle, or the opposite, in a safe way. He's going to do it in a very fast way. So, you are using the spurs to move the horse fast towards gallop, canter, fast canter, and so on. The horse happens to be in a condition or a mood that makes him want to gallop in the first place. If you close the front door, which is the bridle or the rein, the horse will fight back. and he will not give you what you want. If you allow him to do what he wanted to do, he will not just give you what you want, which is canter. He will try to bolt and buck and so on. So the horse becomes dangerous because of what you taught him to do. You taught him to become a ball between walls. And when you close one wall, he runs away from it towards the other wall. The horse knows when there is something that he doesn't want, that he's afraid of, that is painful, which is the spurs and the whip and so on. All he needs to do is run away from it towards the other open or opened door or wall. So run away from the spurs to the other spurs, which is not touching your body, and the release will come to you. So that's what he's used to get or feel because of you. You taught him to do that or to learn that. So if the horse is running away from the spurs easily and giving you the fast direction you want, and the horse is moving fast easily because of the squeeze with the two legs, with the spurs or with the whip, that means the horse knows when there is pain, and pain is connected to fear. I have to respect that pain towards the opened door, the opened wall. It was closed, you opened it, now he will go to it. As soon as you close a door, you have to open another door. So he leaves the closed door and goes to the open door or wall. That closed door is closed by you in normal situations, with the spurs, with the whip, with the stick, with the order to move or stop or whatever. What if that order happens but not from you? For example, the horse is running away from the left side towards the right side because of the spurs you are using, which is pain, which is fear. What if the left side wasn't the spurs, wasn't the whip? It was something that he was afraid of. He spooked from something in the left side. He wanted to go to the right side. If the right side is open with the spurs, he's going to run away like you are the one who made him run away. If you try to stop him with the spurs and make him fear the right side and run away from the right side towards the left side, he's not going to the open side or the opened door or wall. It's not open. It's closed. I'm not using the spurs. What do you mean it's closed? With the fear. He's afraid of the right side from the spurs. He's afraid from the left side from the scary thing that he's afraid of. So a closed door, a closed door. What is he going to do? He will move forward towards a new open door, and he will open it if you wanted to close it. Or one of the two will defeat the other. The fear in the left side will make him beat the spurs and run away, and you can't stop him. Or the spurs will beat the fear and he will move towards the fear if the fear is not that big, and when it becomes big he will beat the spurs. And if they are equal or close from each other, he will move forward and buck you off his back and so on. So the idea of closing one wall and making the horse go to the other wall, when I say wall I mean spurs, bridle, whip and so on. Right wall, left wall, front wall and back wall. There is no upper wall and lower wall. In the other way of riding, in this style of riding, it's the second example. There are no walls. You close, or let's say cover the ball with a tissue or a paper or a blanket or whatever that takes the shape of the ball, if it makes any sense. Just when you wear clothes or when you wear an outfit, sometimes it's very wide or big, sometimes it's very tight. You want it to be normal. Imagine that it's normal enough to take the shape of your body. It can stretch with you. When you wear a stretch pants or a stretch shirt, when you play football and so on, or when you swim, it moves with your body. When you go to the gym, for example, if you move the leg forward, up, right, left, the stretched outfit will move with you, no matter how tight it is. If it's tight but it's not stretched, it's going to be teared apart or get cut and so on. If it's too wide, it's not going to be comfortable. But if it's too tight but it's stretched, it moves with you. Imagine that you cover that ball, basketball, tennis ball and so on, light ball that moves fast, like a bowling ball, for example, and you cover it with something. If that ball becomes bigger, it becomes as big as the ball. If that small ball becomes smaller, it becomes smaller as small as the ball. That's what's happening in this way of riding. When the horse is afraid of something in the left side, he's not going to run away from it to the right side, because I wasn't teaching him in the first place to run away from my right leg to the left leg, or run away from my left and right leg forward, or the opposite. I'm letting the horse know from the beginning, from the first time you train the horse in leading, before riding and riding, we don't push you forward and you run away forward, then I try to follow up with you. I'm the one moving you forward with the hand, by controlling the neck, by dealing with the 3 moves I explained in the book and the ways of riding in the YouTube channel, when I talked about keeping up with the horse. When he pulls, you slide as much as he pulled, you lean as much as he leaned, and you collect as much as he gave you, and so on. The accuracy is more important than just doing it, of course. That means when I turned the horse right, it wasn't a pressure in the left side with the spurs or the whip that made him run away from it. The right rein made you come towards it. I pulled you to the right side, and when you pull, I slide. So you end up losing your balance, so you have to come with me. Or I lean as much as you leaned, or I collect as much as you gave me the rein, and so on. Which means I controlled your balance by controlling your neck. I did not push you from one side to another by using fear. I made you come to one side by pulling the rein and controlling your balance without using strength and without being gentle more than I should. So you had to do it to protect your balance, which means you protected my balance. So when you are afraid of something in the left side, you're not used to the idea, and you can't run away from it to the right side, because the left hand, you are afraid of something in the left side. My left hand is able to move your neck towards the scary thing you are afraid of, because that's what he's going to expect. That's what's going to happen. Not just what I trained him to do, it's what's going to happen. Because if he insisted by pulling or leaning or giving in, and I reacted to it in the right way, sliding or slipping or collecting or leaning as much as he did, he will lose his balance. If he insisted on running away, he will lose his balance and might fall down. So he will end up looking at it. It did not hurt you. I did not hurt you. There is no right, left, forward, backwards wall, or back and front wall. It's all about a hand accuracy that controls the neck direction completely, to a point that you will control the balance of the horse's body, which means his nature is in your pocket. So, no matter how perfect the ball moves between walls in normal situations, when that ball moves in a fast way and you are in the same area, you will understand how that advantage becomes a disadvantage. It's a double-edged sword, or a weapon with 2 sharp ends, because when it's in a normal situation, it's almost perfect. But when you are in a real disagreement with the horse, that thing that you taught him to accept and respect is going to be used against you. The ball will say, you made me understand. Of course, I'm talking about the horse, not the ball, but as an example, I have the right to move as fast as possible between walls, and it's a good thing. Now, because you are with me between the walls, you don't want me to move fast anymore? Why? Same goes for the horse. You taught me that fast turns by running away from the spurs, or running away from the whip, or running away from the end of the rein is a good thing. So, when we replace the spurs or the end of the rein with a spooky thing, I'm supposed to move away from it in a fast way. Why are you stopping me right now? Why are you preventing me from giving you a fast turn? Why don't you want the fast turn anymore when I was very excited and energetic, because the energy I have is more than usual? So you end up preventing the horse from doing what you taught him to do, and he will explode and do exactly what you don't want him to do, the complete opposite of what you wanted. Or you allow him to keep doing what he's doing, which is going to be dangerous for you, and you will fall down from the horse, especially when you ride in a very open area, Arabian horse, very energetic, and in a place that makes the horse disagree with you a lot, and so on. Both options are not going to be safe. So, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. When you say careful what you wish for, you just might get it. If you wish for it, what do you mean you must careful what you wish for? Because you must careful what you wish for, you just might get it. If I got it, it's a good thing. The idea is that when you get it, maybe it's not what you actually wished for. Or let's say you don't wish for it in certain situations. I wish for it now, but I'm not going to wish for it in a different situation. With horses, you can't pick and choose. That's in, when it comes for controlling the direction and so on. If the horse gives you what you want out of fear, by the way, when I say fear, I'm not talking about a wrong way of riding, which is using strength and so on. No, I'm not saying the spurs is the real reason for the horse doing what he's doing. A good rider used the spurs in the right way. It's a tool. Because if you ride the same exact horse with the same exact spurs in a wrong way, he's not going to respect the spurs. So I'm not saying the way is wrong or the fear is coming from using strength alone. I'm saying the idea is that the horse is afraid of a tool that you used. You made the horse respect the spurs because of you. But he respects something that is not from your body, not your hand. Something other than your hand. Which means it has nothing to do with controlling his balance. It's controlling his mind. The wrong ways of riding try to control his power or strength or muscles. That's why they are not going to control the horse because he's stronger. In normal situations, he will not be under control. In very tough situations, he's going to be even harder to control. Other ways of riding control the mind of the horse, the brain of the horse. In normal situations, it's going to be perfect with time. When the horse disagrees, he does not use his mind or his brain. He will use what you taught him to do against you. In this way of riding, there is no real connection in the mind or the brain. There is no real connection at all when it comes to strength or power or muscles. The connection is, and will always be in the balance side. I want to control the horse's balance by controlling his neck direction completely through my hand accuracy, by keeping up with the three moves. Slide as much as he pulled, collect as much as he gave into the hand, and lean as much as he leaned on the hand. So what I wished for in this case is always going to be the same. I wish for the horse to be one piece with me. Both of us move together. I'm attached to that ball. Tennis ball, basketball, football, any other ball. If I'm attached to it, we move together and I control it. But when I am in the same area with the ball between walls, it depends on the ball. A bowling ball is different than a football, is different than tennis ball, is different than basketball. And the horse will switch between these things depending on the situation. There is disagreement or not. He's afraid or not. Open place or not. Arabian or not. Hot blood or not. Saddle or not. Spurs or not. And so on. So careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Most ways of riding, when you ride the horse with cows and so on, bullfighting, Spanish style of riding, dressage riding and so on, there's no real disagreement. So the ball is always going to be between four walls or four walls and the ceiling and the floor and so on. And there's no real danger because you're not going to be with the ball between the walls. Or the ball between the walls is not going to be that dangerous. But if you ride in that style of riding, in an open place, Arabian horse, and he's afraid, these things that they achieved in their situation are not going to be achieved anymore in this situation. You don't need what they needed. And what you need is not going to be achieved in their way of riding. So you are using something good in a wrong place. But in this way of riding, in every disagreement, you disagree with the horse, you will end up controlling the horse. So what do you think is going to happen when you ride the horse in a way or a place that has nothing to make the horse disagree with you in the first place? So careful what you wish for, you just might get it. If the horse gives you what you want because he's afraid of a tool that you use in the right way, it's just a matter of time before he beats that tool and beats you and use that speed in giving you what you want against you. If you control the horse in these situations by controlling his neck to control his balance, it will never end and you will keep using that against him instead of him using it against you.